Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Conclave as Scotland under King Wallen. In our last episode, things are going a bit better. We've mostly gotten out of the after effects of the recent succession. Everything seems to have calmed down. The council is content again. They're, of course, out of factions because of that, and we recovered from our wound as well, so we're probably not going to die in the immediate future. We might still change our focus to something that improves our health, though, to try to improve our longevity a bit. And right now we are at war with England, but it's not as bad as it sounds. We've just been called in by our new allies in the Holy Roman Empire. This is the anti-papal war. And England is losing pretty badly, so we are actually going to wait until this war ends and then probably declare our own war against England, which hopefully will go very well. We have more troops than they do at the moment. Not actually by that much anymore. We're at, what are we at? 8,000 or 9,000. But if the Holy Roman Empire comes in on our side, which I think they are obliged to do, we should be able to win that war. We have a claimant to the Duchy of East Anglia down here, which will give us a couple of counties, hopefully. So let's unpause. Oh, an invitation. We have received an invitation to visit the great monastery at Cluny. Could make for a most interesting journey. Cluny Abbey has grown to great prominence and power since it was given independence by the Duke of Burgundy in 910. Subject now only to the Pope and supported by extensive lands as well as generous donations, it is a great centre of wealth and learning. The Abbey's church is the largest in Europe. Not even the great cathedrals in Rome or Constantinople can match it. Sure, I'll spend 10 gold on this wonderful opportunity. Speaking of gold, we do actually have quite a lot, and I want to keep some on hand for possible mercenary hiring, but I think we can afford to spend some. So let's spend it on building some retinues, I think. So I think last time we built entirely skirmish retinues, or light skirmish retinues even, but I think we'll try to diversify a bit and get some more heavy infantry in here maybe. I don't really know what the optimal retinue composition is, especially since the update, which I think has changed things a bit. But we'll just make a fairly diverse and balanced retinue probably. So this is the famous Cluny Abbey. The great church towers majestically over an extensive complex of buildings. The surrounding farmlands are rich and fertile, with peasants toiling to bring the fruits of the land into the coffers of the monastery. You can see many monks moving about, and also spot a nun or two. You can sense the atmosphere of learning, piety, and power. This is a place that enjoys the direct support of kings and powerful nobles, not to mention the Pope. Alright, so we can study the magnificent architecture, maybe gain some stewardship, study the library and maybe gain learning, maybe gain intrigue from noting that the monks obviously eat well. Or we can say that we've come here to pray, gain piety, extra monthly piety, and greater temple vassal opinion. I think I'd like to gain stewardship if possible. Not too concerned about the piety or the temple vassal opinion. And we did gain stewardship, so that's good. Alright, the Duke of Ulster has usurped the county he was trying to usurp. Just up to 95% here. I wonder if England lost another battle. What is their army looking like? Down to 5,000, so it looks like they probably did. And perhaps the king was wounded in that battle. Become incapable, so he is probably going to die very soon. We'll have a new king, whose name I won't attempt to pronounce. Okay, my wife is pregnant again. So I'm assuming just one more battle, if we could see it, which I guess we probably can if it's happening within the Empire. We'll get them to 100%. I don't see any... Well, there's an army of theirs, but I don't see any enemy armies. Son was born to our claimant, okay. To East Anglia. Oh, there's the English army, okay. Let's try to keep an eye on this. Looks like the Kaiser is going in for a battle. Which is exactly what I want to see. Looks like he's going to win it too. That'll give him 100% and presumably end the war. Alright, so that means we can declare our claimant's war immediately, and I think I will. No reason to wait. We need to, of course, grant him some land first. We'll just grant him the same title that we granted the previous claimant, namely Teviotdale. Since we can just revoke this back again after the war ends. Since it's in our capital duchy. Which also is something else that I want to take care of, moving our capital. So we do have a new king. Everyone on the council is in favour. We have the glory hounds on board because... oh no, I guess he's just in because he has no particular opinion and everyone has high diplomacy. The zealots, I suppose, probably have no opinion on this either. Duke of the Isles, returning a favour to somebody. Pragmatist, of course, wants to expand the realm. Alright, well, either way, we'll claim East Anglia. We will have the Holy Roman Empire on our side. They will have no allies yet. But I imagine any allies that they can get aren't going to be as powerful as the Kaiser. So yeah, let's do it. We will raise all our levies. We'll probably just disband the ones in Wales, though, since they're in a little bit of a dangerous position over there. Though we do know that England's army is overseas right now, so we should be fairly safe here. And I guess our best move is going to be to march for our target duchy. Well, that was an alarming noise. Our mother-in-law was murdered on the orders of Giselbert, whoever that is. Well, that is sad news, I suppose. But probably not too important, ultimately. Alright, apparently people are voting on a change to our laws, which I still wish I would get a notification about. Maybe it's in Ireland? I don't know. We have accepted a call to arms from the Kaiser. Oh, he has a revolt in Frisia, I see. Okay, well, that may distract him from coming over to help. But we have about 11,000 troops there, and he has 14,000. Hopefully he'll be able to put it down quickly and maybe come and help me. He's in no other wars apart from our one. Right, we had a son, Glenn. Oh, and France has been called in, okay. So they are at about 10,000 troops. Maybe we can get some more allies on our side to help out here. We may still be able to get an alliance with Norway. We can renegotiate our pact, but he is not willing to do that. Didn't we have an alliance with Denmark at some point? Also not willing to. Okay. Well, never mind. We'll just have to hope that our army plus the Holy Roman Empire is able to beat England plus France. We do still have our 2,000 gold to hire mercenaries with if that seems like it's necessary. A little worried about the French army coming across and fighting me here. But we'll see. Looks like the Kaiser's army... Oh, what are you doing? You've gotten caught by the peasants. Or the Liberation Revolt. I guess they're not peasants. He could actually lose that revolt now. And our dangerous council power, or increased council power faction is dangerous. Let's see, we have the Duke of Munster, Earl of Connacht, and really the guy that we just granted this title to, and we're pressing his claim? Come on now, be reasonable. Now, we could send him a gift, but it's not going to do much. We do have a lot of honorary titles to hand out, so we may as well give him one of those. These are all only worth 5, apart from Designated Regent, which I don't really want to give to him. And I guess we can afford to send him a gift as well, especially since it's only 20 gold. I don't think we're going to get the Duke of Munster out of his faction. Connacht, maybe? You can certainly spare a gift and an honorary title. Just on the off chance. Alright, so France is apparently landing an army up here. A dangerously large one, unfortunately. And let's keep an eye on this battle over here as well. He's trying to reinforce it, but it's going to be a close one. And his army is going to be depleted either way, even if he does win it. Well, he is going to win it, okay. Well, that's good. Alright, so it's looking like we might have to raise some mercenaries here. Especially since the French army is on its way southwards, presumably to come and fight me. We have pretty equal numbers. We don't have a terrain advantage, unless he crosses a river, which is actually somewhat likely if he approaches from the north or west. There's no counties with hills nearby that we can move to. Alright, we'll raise some troops and transport them down by boat to shore up our army there. Mercenaries, let's see. How expensive do we want to go? 375 for 6,000. Seems like something we can afford. Probably 5,000 would be enough. But I guess we can afford the 6,000, so we may as well make sure that we can win battles here. We need to raise some boats. How many is this? Just about enough, I think. And we have an English army. Unfortunately, the Holy Roman Empire has won their liberation revolt, okay, so hopefully this means they'll be bringing their troops straight across to help us. I see them raising boats, so that's a good sign. And I see France's army over there in Wales, so maybe they're not coming to fight me at all. We'll land our army nearby, I suppose. What's the supply limit here? Could actually land on the same county. Oh, and we lost our Chancellor, Mayor Ronald. Alright, so let's see who we can appoint. I think we have at least one powerful vassal who's not on the council. Unfortunately, he'd be a terrible Chancellor. Be an okay spy master. We could fire the Duke of Man. He's not considered a powerful vassal. He'd still be annoyed about it. I don't think he matters. Either of these characters matter that much, even though this guy considers himself powerful. Okay, I think we'll just leave him off the council and appoint somebody who's actually good at the job. I guess our claimant, whose claim we're pressing right now, how about? I should definitely get him out of the faction he was in if he wasn't already. And maybe we'll send him to... no, we'll just send him to continue trying to fabricate a claim down in Wales. Alright, we may as well siege both these counties simultaneously. I'm assuming that the Kaiser is going to come over here and help me out very soon. Keeping a wary eye out for France's army, which is lurking ominously nearby. Alright, we've gained some technology points from Constantinople. Alright, looks like they're heading up north. I think we'll just let them siege some land up here if they're intent on doing that, and we'll siege our war goal. We'll start getting ticking war score eventually once we've sieged the whole thing. Alright, the Pope is happier with me. Alright, some armies have apparently been loaded onto boats there, which is good. We are currently losing 65 gold a month, which is a lot. Looks like England and France have joined forces and are marching southwards, which is worrying. But we should be seeing some troops from the Holy Roman Empire here. Okay, we got about 4,000. And it looks like we're going to have a battle, okay. So we have 11,000 from France and England. They are going to be crossing a river, I think, from Lincoln into Norfolk. Meanwhile, we have considerably greater numbers. This doesn't even count the army from the Holy Roman Empire, so we should be able to reinforce and make sure that we win this. As it is, it's fairly even, I think. Okay, we'll give up the siege progress to reinforce. We'll just make sure that we have our best men in charge there, which I think that we do. They're going to arrive on the 16th. So we'll let that happen. We're at slightly low morale. I guess that's from the Holy Roman army that just did an amphibious landing. We'll get our reinforcements in, and we should have a pretty much guaranteed victory here. Let's hope that is actually the case. So we're now up to 18,000 versus 10,000, and there are more reinforcements on the way, perhaps. Don't think we're going to need these boats, so we'll go and disband them. They're probably costing us quite a lot of money. Can we see the breakdown here? Apparently we cannot. Okay. It's probably in the military screen. Yeah, it's costing us 20 gold, presumably monthly. Alright, so we broke the right flank very quickly. And they have no leaders in the other flank, so I think we're looking at a pretty good battle here. For a quick 31% war score, 33 I guess. And we captured the Duke of Cornwall. Okay, he won't be giving us a war score, I assume, so maybe we can just ransom him. Help defray the cost of our mercenaries. Who we'll send back to siege. And I think that pretty much gives us the victory in this war. Oh, France has apparently attacked us in a pretty ill-judged battle there. Did they just land troops from the sea or something? Seems like a terrible idea. But we are just about to win this siege, and that will reverse the ticking war score we had started to get against us. Get us up to 47%. And there are about 7,000 or 8,000 troops up here. But I think I saw the Kaiser's army. Nope, they're actually coming back down to the south. Well, that's fine. We'll just stay here and siege. We'll let them siege some things up there if they want to. Oh, and we have successfully fabricated a claim in Wales. So it's going to cost us 225 gold, which I would rather not spend right now. But I think that's going to be okay. My major worry, I guess, doing this is that we'll die before we can actually press the claim. Which means we would have wasted a lot of gold and prestige. I guess the prestige wouldn't matter because we'd be dead anyway. Yeah, I guess we'll just use it. It's pretty likely we'll finish this war very quickly and be able to declare over there. So our lower sieges down here should go pretty quickly since it's a bishopric and a city. Same story in Suffolk. Once we get through the initial siege, and we can invest in culture tech, so we can go legalism, which unlocks another level of centralization. I don't think we're at the max level we can get to already though, so that doesn't seem necessary. I guess we want to probably go for noble customs or majesty. Let's go for majesty, I suppose. Seems pretty good. Okay, well we're just about out of time for this episode, so we'll leave it here and continue and hopefully win our war with England in the next one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.